who the heck cares? I did that because my friend, I called her and she wasn't, currently playing, so I was like, might as well do this. And then she called, and then my other friend called, so we just played, and I'm just now, getting back at it. So yeah. Just want to play video. All right, yeah. So this is going to be called the Skidoo Republic. Oh, I messed that up so bad. The first thing I've gotten is berries. So it's going to be a bit easier to make land here. It's such an open area. So I need to mine some trees, get some cobblestone, and then I can start making the walls of my area. But the rules for Republic, hold on. I gotta read the rules for Republican ruling. Because I got bored during school, and I was on my computer, and I was like, different ways of ruling. And then I settled with, it was either excuse me, I really wanted to do a monarchy, which is basically like whenever there's like a royal bloodline, and it goes king after, like king and queen and stuff. But I was like, that's kind of, I don't know. And then I was gonna do democratic, but like the U.S., I don't know, it's just democratic, like it's so popular to me, like, cause it happens to me every day. So then I was like, well, what can I do? And then I'm like, well, public. Well, isn't like a republic? Because there's like Czech Republic, and like there's a lot of other republics. There's a few actually. And it's European. Well, I'm Czech Republican or Czechoslovakian, but the country's called Czech Republic. Anyways, but yeah, I'm Czech Republic. So I was like, well, let me do something republic. And then I did Skidoo, because why the heck not? So that's how I got that idea. And then, yeah. So it's basically, I got this idea basically from the, like the Dream SMP and the Manberg. I hadn't really watched any of it. I'm kind of confused. But yeah. So yeah, back to what I was saying. Monarchy is thing with the kings, and then democracy is a democracy. So then I'm like, let me check out republic. So republic is like, let me get the official crap for it. Oh damn it, that's hard. Oh yeah, I forgot. And I said it in like a 5-minute live yesterday. My arm is broken. Ways to rule countries. I think it was this one. I'm pretty sure it was. Ways to roll. No, not roll. Ways to roll. Ways to rule a country. Yeah, it was this one, 20 common forms. So if I go down to Republic thing, it says Republicanism is the form of government not can be conflated with Republican political party. Specific to U.S. politics, refers to a system in which power is vested in the citizenry and technical definition. I don't know. I'm sorry, I can't read. A republic is a nation in which the people hold popular sovereignty. I don't know. Through the the republic was perceived as a counterbalance to a monarchy and approach with the merged monarchy and capacity. Now, I want to go up to see what the hell that is. Aristocrat, I don't know how to say it. Refers to a form of government in which wealthy nobles are given power and lower ones are not. This is ancient Greece used. I don't know. All I know is that it involves Greece, it involves Czech Republic, and it's a mix between monarchy and the one that's the Greek. I'm sorry, I'm just stupid. Republican way of ruling a country. I was not prepared. I just thought I said Republic because why the hell not? Killing the sheep. So I'm not sure how they do it, but I'm pretty sure they just do it like they have like a script or something and they just go along with it.
You playing Trinity?
I'm just doing a live.
I thought you were playing with her.
That was 10 minutes ago.
She had to go to bed?
So did Ian. Oh yeah, Ian got on. That was something.
What do you say?
Not much. I'm just hanging out. I wonder who's on the live stream. Oh, Film Theory just did a new video. Is this not commented? Skidoo! It was Ian on here. Cool. I guess he got. Is anybody still on? No, he just came on to say Skidoo because he.
Someone's on now.
There was one comment.
No.
Let's see what the
Now someone's on.
Peacock has The Office, a show about a mid-level
Oh, okay.
Person and comment.
Also,
I drew Justin from Lanky Box.
Let's see, what should I do?
There's something in your eyes.
Can you not do that on my stream?
Sorry. I like to sing.
That song is bad.
Is it really though?
It is though.
Is it
I'm
really
gonna go kill
though?
that sheep.
Why would you kill the innocent sheep?
Why do you eat hamburgers, Chloe? Because they taste good.
I ate a burger. Well, I
Swear to God, Chloe, if you go vegan, I'm just punch you in the face.
I am.
Don't say that, Chloe, because you're dumb. You're weird.
Why?
Because you just are dumb.
I am dumb.
Ian, say something if you're still watching.
An eternal dedication to the corporation.
oh boy, we are in that part of YouTube again. Hello, Internet.
Welcome to Film
Theory, blowing the toupee off your favorite creepy parts of YouTube. And today we're looking at the weird, lovable man/robot/astronaut/little towel loving dad.
Welcome, Jehovah. You may call me Dad. Primary tasks: propagate internet simulation, spread rhythmic additions, share bodily flaws. Am I doing a good job?
Dad's channel has been on YouTube for 2 years now, and in that amount of time, he's really done it all. He sings, he dances, he plays Minecraft, he somehow parties with Marshmallow and Jamie Foxx, he hosts a drama show where he talks about all the cults that are out to get him,
Who are you working with? Are you in the dark party?
and he pledges his undying allegiance to the server that'll bring us eternal happiness. You know, all the typical YouTuber stuff. And that's kind of the point of the channel. Dad's primary objective is to become the #1 YouTuber. I'm sorry, to be the, quote, best YouTuber, pop singer, influencer in the universes. Even sending out a warning shot to PewDiePie. That's Felix the cat on a pie, in case you missed the reference. Now, you're probably asking yourself why I'm making a theory about a man who seems to be going through a midlife crisis. Well, my fellow theorists, there's a lot more going on under those cat khakis than you might think. The Dad Feels channel is one of the longest, most committed, and well-produced ARGs out there, complete with hidden codes, secret channels, and live events full of lore reveals. Heck, Dad even appears on other channels. Got the Waz, Inside of Mind, Night Mind, Night Docs, just to name a few. Sometimes indoctrinating them, sometimes leaving creepy comments, or just leaving behind spectrogram codes. That obnoxious series of sounds, by the way, actually translates to this, a Dadbot boot up sequence. Dad even recently called me out, but then immediately deleted the video. You cowards! You and Cheryl and your server summoned me out of my slumber, tempting me with frame-by-frame lore secrets, only to immediately dial it all back? Well, there was no need. I've been watching you for a while now, Dad, and I know your game. Today I plan to expose the world, or at least our little corner of YouTube, to the elaborate game that you craft. There is a lot to it. I mean, look no further than the multi-hour videos other channels have uploaded trying to talk about all the facets of this mystery. But today, I'm not going to cover it all. Just the main parts to get you all acquainted with the Dad story, as well as some of the key clues that have been dropped along the way. So what is the Dad Feels mystery? What's hiding behind that beautiful receded hairline? Consider this video your starter's guide to one of the most interesting channels on YouTube across all the universes. The story begins with the man behind the character, Nathan Barnett. Starting his own channel way back in 2006, he's been on the platform for a long time. Nathan is an actor and comedian known for his physical comedy, his dancing, and his dedication to staying in character. And when I say that he's dedicated to staying in character, I mean he is dedicated. He's been thrown out of Comic-Con for climbing the building in character. He's been thrown out of Comic-Con for crashing the Peter Jackson and James Cameron panel in character. There was even a time when he shattered his foot jumping off a 14-foot ledge and continued the show in character for another 45 minutes before rushing off to the hospital. True story, I was there for that last one. Both Nathan's character, a retro gaming nerd named Keith Abicary, and game theory were early featured shows on a website called screwattack.com way before YouTube series were a thing. And so we were both featured guests at their convention. While Nathan was busy breaking his feet jumping off of buildings, I was actually 2 doors over hanging out with fans of the show. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for recording this and uploading it to YouTube. I was sitting on that table talking to everyone for like 6 hours that day. We even arm wrestled. Finish him! Man, that was only 6 years ago. But when I got done hanging out with everyone, I remember in the guest green room hearing about the foot shattering incident. And that was actually the last time our paths almost crossed until today. You see, one of Nathan's most recent characters is a man known as Dad, in the series called Dad Feels. It started as the character Dad feeling different emotions and performing dances associated with each feeling. Pretty simple, or at least it was until Nathan uploaded a video on his channel on January 1st, 2019 titled Goodbye YouTube.
I unfortunately am going to just kind of end my YouTube and wrap it up.
At first, it seems like Nathan is quitting his beloved dream job, but if you watch all the way through to the end, we actually see a familiar face, Dad. Following the link at the end leads to a video with no title and Nathan crouching down on camera, whispering.
Hit me up, let them one. Let
We've survived Quintessonus and FNAF. This ain't our first time at the rodeo, friends. Nathan is talking backwards.
He's coming. They released him. Don't let them find me. Please.
Someone is coming after Nathan, huh? Is it Dad or is it someone else? Notice that Nathan specifically says they released him. Looking down into the comment section, I know it's dangerous, but don't worry, I'll hold your hand. We find a pinned comment left by Dad on the video, sending us to a whole catalog of uploads, which, in their entirety, tell us the story of Dad in 3 separate acts. Act 1 sets up our main characters. There's Dad, who works at company, eats food, idolizes the great deals made available at True Value Hardware, and longs to get a kiss from his loving wife named Wife. We later learn that her name is Cheryl. Along with their daughter named Daughter, the 3 live together as a happy family in town.
Oh my god, man's got all
It's
the
pretty obvious that this is meant to be a robotic simulation of your typical everyday family. If I had to describe the atmosphere of these early videos, it's a pretty similar setup to the other weirdly robotic internet personality Poppy, even down to her robotic voice. Except here, everyone speaks telepathically for reasons.
Daughter, you know the rule. You're not allowed to have voice over until you reach a certain...
Yes, Griffin can come over.
Just like Poppy in the early Phases was kind of an AI designed to be a singer influencer by the Illuminati, Dad is a robot living in some computerized family situation, but not quite. You see, Dad's story goes way deeper. Across Act 1, we learn that this is not your typical happy robotic telepathic family. Through some not-so-subtle wood imagery, we learn that wife is in love with the neighbor Malvin. Wait, is that a typo? Malvin with an
I'm just gonna wait until daytime.
definitely Malvin.
Ew. What a dumb name.
Dad, meanwhile, appears to be getting feelings for wife's friend Diane, so much so that he even made a song about her.
Perfume lingers on dad's fingers when exchanging greetings. Is sniffing cheating?
Well, Dad, I don't think so, but I do think making an entire song and music video about it may raise some suspicions with wife. Oh, and he also has a daughter with Diane from them sniffing each other because scent is the most powerful human emotion. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on here, but that is a whole other rabbit hole that we're not going to go down right now. So then, that it? The whole Dad story is just a simulation of a family living inside a computer with some family drama? No. If that was it, I probably wouldn't be covering it. You see, all that setup is small potatoes for the bigger story that's happening here. Throughout these videos, we occasionally see a mysterious man in black clothes with a YouTube logo on his chest. He never really does anything, he just kind of stands there, watching, like Dad is some kind of prisoner or pet. Making things even stranger are the flashes of memories that randomly appear when Dadbot suffers from temporary glitches.
Ignore when dad reads
And
that.
it's worth pointing out that this is all happening in the middle of a 4-hour solo dance party at the beach. That is commitment to the bit. But what is the bit here? What's the story that's trying to be told? Well, to understand, let's turn back to the music videos, which are often the best places to find lore in the series. You see, all the music videos keep referencing the same thing, outer space.
Daydream of the old third days. Days spent under Kepler rays. Some things that make dad feel good. And the food in Kepler being honest. His dad living for his son. What was it happened on CFP 21490403 and down don't forget about 22B.
So what is Kepler 22b? Well, Kepler 22b is the first planet confirmed by NASA to exist in a habitable zone of a sun-like star, i.e. a planet that could feasibly act just like Earth. It's located about 620 light years from Earth, in fact. And these are our first indications that Dad feels is actually about something much bigger, outer space, which gets confirmed at the start of Act 2 when we catch our first glimpse of an astronaut stranded in the middle of a desert. And man, what about that production value? Did I not tell you that this is like one of the most committed bits of all time? Didn't expect that one. So what connects a robotic dad, an unconscious astronaut in a desert, and the Men in Black from YouTube? Well, obviously it's a kidnapping plot. In another music video titled Dad Feels Golden, we see a name flash up briefly, Captain Andon Rill. This is our astronaut. Via various clues sprinkled throughout Act 2, we learn that Andon was a pilot working for a company named Dad, Distant Aerospace Destinations. The clues seem to suggest that he was from the planet Kepler 22b and was married to a woman named Ella, which is who we're seeing in those flashes of memory when Dadbot starts glitching out. He had a mission to the planet CFB-0403, but something happens, resulting in Andon and his lieutenant Emily crashing onto Earth. So how does Dadbot and YouTube factor into Andon's outer space adventures? Well, as the snippets of memory peeking through Dadbot's glitches may have hinted, Andon is Dad. At various points throughout the series, we see Dad eating food that isn't, well, food with a capital F-O-O-D. And each time he does, he snaps out of the Dadbot persona, appearing confused until someone rushes onto the scene to force feed him the red food and get him back under control.
Hey, who are you? Wait, stop. Can I order these?
It appears that Dad isn't actually a robot, but rather a human being, controlled by whatever's inside that can of food. This is further solidified by moments like this,
Dad is already growing.
in which Dad is using sign language to communicate that he needs help. But this just leaves us with even more questions, like why is YouTube involved? And what's the goal of the Dad program? Well, it's established that Dad is housed in the facility, basically underground at the YouTube space in LA, and that wife, Cheryl, who works at the facility, kidnapped Andon to run experiments on him.
I need a favor. I've kidnapped someone and I need you to help me keep him sedated so I can continue my quantum physics research.
Based on their conversation, wife and neighbor got divorced when they lost their daughter.
Malvin, you know I still love you.
my guess that Cheryl's overarching goal in all this is to find a way to get her daughter back. We learned from Anton in live stream that Earth's technology is far behind what Kepler-22b had.
You guys probably still use fax machines.
And in various pinned comments, we see Dadbot alluding to the fact that she lost her children and she's calling to them. So I would guess that she's using Andon and the Dadbot program to either unlock Kepler's secret quantum technology or to create a perfect recreation of the loved ones that she's lost. Basically, she's both William Afton from FNAF and Kingpin from Into the Spider-Verse. So that's our story, or at least a small portion of it. All of this is without even mentioning the multiple versions of Dadbots running around killing each other, his secret gaming channel, the server's goal in all of this, their malfunctioning daughter and her boyfriend Griffin, and Nathan Barnett himself, the series creator who's also been playing a role in the whole thing, claiming on his personal channels and socials that he's gotten his identity stolen, even to the point of contacting lawyers about it. Nathan, throughout the lore of the story, gets body swapped out with Andon in the desert, and in the process infected with the space fungus off of Andon's suit that gives rise to Human, which, after sucking his subscribers dry of donations, his words in a bunch of deleted live streams and not mine, was recently passed on to a new host named Mila, who's being supervised by some guy named, like, the Game Master, something like that. Anyway, as you can tell, there is a lot. Even as I write this, Act 3 is about to conclude, which I expect is going to bring even more to the table. Like I said, this is a complicated, but really, really fun, and a huge ARG production that's been going strong for the last 2 years. It's also clear in the lore of the series that the Dadbot program gains power as he gains subscribers. He went quantum last year when he crossed 100,000, and now he's aiming to go eternal when he crosses 500,000. I don't know exactly what that means, but each time he gets a big subscriber leap, the lore for this thing tends to get real interesting. So hey, if you think small independent YouTube productions like this are cool and want to support one that's been working really hard for the better part of 2 years, give them a sub, and in the process affect how this story is going to play out. Seriously, this is a channel that really plays along with the audience, so be a part of the mystery and adventure over there. But hey, that's just